cap. Big cap. Hey, Nugs. Oh, well, I'll be back on there in a second. I gotta play this dude.
The folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New Orleans Saints and the Cleveland Browns. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Steps away. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And Chubb will try the middle here. It was P.J. Williams that time on the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
What? Chill out.
56,
His shit started lagging.
From the 16, Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku.
Oh, I'm streaming it if you want to see it.
Browns. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Hey, check your PM cam. Wait. Yeah, check your PM. What your name is?
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Right there, 54, right there.
Here's Dalton. His throw incomplete. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Look at shit, Denzel.
It'll be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage
Take you
too
3.
good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, he going for it.
They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton.
That's my fault. That's literally my fault. That's my zone. Oh, shit. I just gave up a 4th and 10 touchdown.
30 yards. And the Saints are able to match the opening drive touchdown.
That was literally my fault.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
I got distracted.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
It's
and
cool.
that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit.
Look at him wide open.
They've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Watson. Steps away to his left.
Bruh.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take
He was wide open,
possession
too.
of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt...
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Dalton sets up play action.
This shit is hell.
Intended for Hill. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week. So
yes, sir. That boy been going crazy.
Him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but
yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages.
Let me chill out. I just need to run the ball for real.
But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The Browns had 8-6 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Watson off play action. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
I had somebody wide open, too.
At their own 35-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. And now to the air, Dalton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw here, Dalton. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's the backup Winston. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it. And now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Being chased out left. And the pressure gets to him again. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Demario Davis there on the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. Down inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, 38 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd and 1, Dalton. They're going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Despite only needing one, Dalton to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
No. Punt the ball, brother. No, we're not even doing that. Sorry, not sorry. Just punt the ball, man.
They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his team.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Andy Dalton. Forced out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. On second down, Kamara. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout.
Hello.
Making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second
What?
quarter.
What do you mean?
So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Big impact play, a tackle for loss. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Jameis to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
That boy fighting, boy.
That looked for a second like he might take
You still watching the game, Cam?
As it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Watson now to throw. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper.
And they're going to get this down to
just moving that bitch.
17-yard line here.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving core to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, they'll run with Chung. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Watson. My goodness, another interception.
I just threw an interception, bro. I'm tripping. I ain't even let my plays develop. I'm just being stupid. I'm gonna fuck around and lose too.
Back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Dalton. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That is so gay.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
First down, Winston. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. To throw, Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Again, it's Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Dalton. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open. And now here is another interception.
Bro, me and this man just having a pick party, and he just took one to the crib.
The offense, they'd really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner.
He took that bitch to the crib. Nah, this game, bro, it's just like, bro, you can use a...
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21
some wild shit.
As the kicks away. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
It's going to be a long day.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He's run committing.
Play fake, and it's Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first.
We got to score right here, though.
But on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is going to be intercepted.
I'm just throwing that bitch up.
Marcus May with a pick. 7, usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And some room to work. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Kamara up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Mark Ingram.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Watson on 1st down. Buying time to his left.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Slot man moves right.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. from the red zone now. Watson. And this is caught at the 8. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll run with Chubb. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jesse James, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
61 yards on the ground for him so far.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. He's coming, double up.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
A give. This is Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The play over before it really got started thanks to Pete Werner.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And the kick is good. The young rookie coming through like a 10-year vet. And it's pandemonium in the dog pound as the Browns are going to win the football game.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Browns, it's a critical win for them as it gets
yes, sir.
on the year.
Yes, sir.
We'll hit the road next week to take
and we in the playoffs.
Commanders.
Meanwhile, for New Orleans,
I should win my last 2 games.
Blow to their playoff aspirations as they dropped to 9-6. And they'll look to get back. The winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.
I'm in the playoffs. I know I just won probably player of the week. That nigga Myles Garrett had 5.5 sacks. That motherfucker just went crazy. That boy just went crazy. I need to win my last 2 games of the season, though. I'll be 11-6. I'm finna get ready to end this stream. I'm probably finna hop on Rainbow. On what? Bro, what? I heard that. That boy Myles Garrett just went crazy. Oh God, that bitch had 5.5 sacks. Yeah, I am. I ain't did that in a minute. I might as well. But I'll be right back though.